Hey everybody, Texas Stroker here, Lance's Performance Shop, Lone Star Mopars.com. It is Thursday night, about 8:10 p.m. and roughly 90 some odd degrees outside. But it's a pretty good night. This is the earliest I've been off work in an eternity. I've been pulling 14, 16-hour days, and it's nice to have a little bit of free time. So that's why there was no video today. This may go up tomorrow, I'm not exactly sure. We're doing Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. We'll see what happens moving forward. But this is something that was ordered. It came in, and perfect timing because we're going to try to knock this out as quick as we can. This is a Wiha tool haul, if you didn't know. Wiha, if you want to be, I guess, technically correct. We'll probably go with Wiha because, after all, we are in the South. We are in Texas. But these are tools that work for you. Of course, you've seen some of the Wiha stuff in my quest to find the perfect screwdriver. This is one that I really like, this Pro Turn. It's not the most expensive. In fact, it's one of the cheapest, not only amongst Wiha, but amongst all of the things we brought in. So with this, it was a situation where we kind of had the reputation of the company seemed to be pretty impressive. Number two, after looking over the tool, it seemed to back up what I had seen. Number three, and somewhat important when you're looking for quote-unquote the perfect screwdriver, I love the color scheme. Some people may not. I do. And four, and probably the most important thing, I've used this quite a bit in the time I've had it, and I have really liked it. The way it feels, the way it performs, the wear, which has been minimal, which is what I like to see at that point in time. So all those things kind of put Wiha on the map for me. You've seen some of their other stuff, but this was bought direct from them. KC Tool, they had pretty much all of this stuff. Not all of it was in stock. Prices were the same or a little bit lower at KC Tool, but went ahead, there was some stuff that I really wanted that wasn't in stock there, so I just went ahead and went this route. So this came out of, I believe, Monticello, Minnesota. But we're going to go ahead and open it up, as I've already done. I had to check this out at work. But we'll just quickly, as best we can anyway, succinct is not my thing, go through this, and I'll run over item numbers and part numbers for you. So right here, this is something that I've wanted for a really long time, and it was always out of stock at KC Tool Co. Ironically, it was back in stock. What this is, boom, gotta love that. 48401 is the part number. This is the 3K line. It's the same one that I just showed you. Really like the way that feels in my hand. This is the 1/4-inch magnetic bit holder, right? And that's pretty much all there is to it. This thing was 1024 through Wiha. KC Tool, I think you can pick it up for like 8 or so, which obviously that's a bit better of a deal. But coming in next, this is testament to the fact that, hey, do you really like those screwdrivers? And the answer is yes, because in this bag we have part number 45152. The thing I like about this, it is a number 3, which was not included, if you recall from that KC Tool haul video. We had a 5-piece set. The number 3 wasn't included, and you're probably saying, hey, do you really need a number 3 screwdriver? What are you going to use that for? For me personally, it's armrests on old Chrysler vehicles. For whatever reason, they put that gargantuan screw in there, and it's not fun to get it out with a number 2. So, moving on, we might be missing something actually. I'm not 100% sure. But the price on that one, by the way, $886. So not too bad of a price for a screwdriver. Right here, we've got Wiha production bits. This is Torx. We've got 10 sizes from T7 to T40. There you can kind of see them. And again, these are just plug and play. They'll work with any 1/4-inch screwdriver. We can use the one that we just showcased. I can grab that Jadora one, which I absolutely love, that has one of the mostly insane strong magnets I've ever seen in my life. The sizes included in this particular set: T7, T8, T9, T10, 15, 20, 25, 27, 30, and 40. So we will set that to the side. You'll see more on why I brought that in shortly. Okay, right here, you may be missing something. I'm getting more and more concerned. If you can tell, and you're like, man, what is that? There's like a red anodized finish on that. Not quite, but it kind of looks that way through the camera. These are their Wiha Terminator bits. These are number 2 Phillips. These are designed for an impact. I'll pair them, there we go, that's the side we should have been on. I'll pair them with my impact driver. Up to 30 times performance over standard screwdriver insert bits. Wiha and Philo, both in my opinion, with my use of them, I've been quite impressed with their wear. This was rated, there's all kinds of tests they've done, you can probably find some videos on it. It's supposed to be really good. Number 1, it was just pretty good price. I had initially a 10 pack, but then there was something else I wanted to bring in, so I dropped it down to 2 to see if I like it. That way if I hate them, I'm not stuck with 8 that I have to burn through. But where is that on the packing slip? It is part number 72595, $6.96 is the price. Again, kind of the more you buy, the more you save. You can also get them individually. So if for some unknown reason you wanted 7 of them, you can totally make that happen. I do believe there's a part missing, which is not good, but let's go ahead and jump into this one. What side do we want to be on here? Let me bring it down where you can see it. You can kind of tell what it is, right? This is a pretty nifty little setup, I believe. This is a set of Torx Sockets. It's 3H drive, so it'll work with your 3H ratchets. You can see the Torx symbol down there. This is an assortment of sizes. We'll probably make a standalone video on this, but the part number, is it not on here? I must be blind, or it's covered. One of those two things, take your pick. But this one was the expensive thing. This is what got me free freight and something else free. Part number 76395. This thing will set you back $41.48. Relatively speaking, I think it's a pretty legit deal. Not only do you get the sockets in a wide assortment of sizes, you also get the rail. And if you're curious why I had Torx Bits, you're like, man, I don't know about that. You know, should you get something a little bit more robust? That's where these come in. Supposedly these are replaceable. You can just pop them out. I don't know if it's keyed with that hole in there. We'll actually have to try to figure that out probably when we take a more in-depth look. This is just a quick look though, the teaser if you will. Easy set screw bit replacement. We'll have to investigate that. I'm assuming it's probably keyed. I don't know. But the bits are actually hardened CVM tool steel. That's where the lifespan's going to come in versus some El Cheapo crud that you pick up somewhere. Universal socket rail holds sockets securely. This includes T9, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27, 30, and 40. Now, if it's true that these are just 1/4-inch bits, right, and they do look to be, I could literally, we could pop this T40 out and we could put it in here. We could swap those around. That also means that set of 10 that we just picked up that has T7 and T8, which is not included here, theoretically we should be able to pop any one of these out and replace it with a T7 or T8. So similarly, if we needed something bigger, we could come in and we could do the same thing. So that was sort of like a combination purchase. I was going to save it for the end, but I think I'm missing a bit holder, which is not good. But if you're curious what's missing, it was $10.96. Wait. It's back ordered. Okay. Oh, that's cool they shipped it, because this was free. So, free shipping, and that's the thing. I should have looked at the packing slip on that side. I'd show you, but my personal info is on there. So, let me get to this one first, right? This came free. This is a bottle opener. I'm not quite sure. I guess the threshold was probably $100. I just barely did clip it. Part number 91471, if you want to pick this up. I think it's also on sale. This KC Tool Co., I noticed, I've talked about it briefly, but they have a deal where you can pick up all the major, finishes, from Wiha, Filo, Vera, whatever you're wanting to do. If you're like, man, I wonder if I would like the feel of that. Apparently this is a pretty common, popular way to do it, sort of a novelty thing. You can gift them, you can trash them, you can abuse them. In my opinion, at the price point they are, you're better off just getting a screwdriver, and that's the route I went. But if you're a big fan of bottle openers, you would be surprised what all you can pick up. And to be fair, it is a pretty good way to get a feel for the handle, how it feels in your hand, and whether or not you want to say spring for a big set like this. So this was really the biggest reason why we placed this order, and it's not because I love the color scheme. Oh no, it has nothing to do with that. Let's get this box out of here, shall we? This was just one of those things that is an amazing deal. How amazing of a deal, you ask? Well, this is originally $60, which is pretty fair for what you're getting. It's actually not a bad price, full price, but we picked it up for $24.99, which is insane. 7-piece set. that's insulated for $25. That's kind of a no-brainer. Case in point, this bit holder from the Pro Turn line, which this is supposed to be soft finish, and that's their more expensive finish. That bad boy set us back $10.24 direct from Wiha. This one, my number 3, which is in the bag, that set us back $8.86. Now do the math. If we're paying $8 a screwdriver for standard affair there, 8 times 7 is 56. Add in the fact that these are insulated, stick it up to, say, 10 to 12 a screwdriver. 7-piece set now becomes 70 to 84. They have it regular price for 60 bucks. 60 divided by 7, we're going to be setting around that price point, a little over $8 a screwdriver. But for $25, we're coming 25 divided by 7. That's a pretty good deal. We're taking it down very, very, very low, comparatively speaking. So, didn't buy this because of the color scheme. To be fair to Wiha, I hate this color scheme on anyone that utilizes it. I'm not exactly sure. I don't keep up with like all the industrial standards. I just know what we have at work and what we've used. The Kleins, the insulated screwdrivers at work are Kleins. They're their traditional cushion grip handles, and they just have the thick, yellow sleeve over the shaft of the screwdriver. Pretty much like what you see here. Everything else, though, that I've looked at recently has all been the red and yellow color scheme. I'm sure it's obvious. It makes a lot of sense. It's just, it looks a lot like McDonald's. And again, that's not just Wiha, that's everybody. The set I had actually thought of testing out for insulated screwdrivers was from Philo, and I thought it was pretty cool. But this, for 24, and they were actually like, common, like a number 2 Phillips and just a big slotted one that you could pick up 15 to 20 bucks for the 2 screwdrivers, which I thought was a pretty good deal. And honest to gosh, that was going to be coming in on my next order. But again, 7 pieces for $25 is insane, especially when you factor in that they're insulated. The only way you could really make this better is if you could custom color code them, right? Like if I wanted a blue and silver, wouldn't that look nice? I think it would. But again, this serves a purpose. It's practical. Anyone that sees this should know. It's kind of one of those things, it doesn't have to be in your language. You just see it and type of a situation. So that's where these are going to come in. Personally, these are going to stay at home. And if I happen to like them, I might bring them in for work because, truth be told, those Kleins are pretty old. And the insulated jackets over the years, it's been used for everything that it shouldn't have been used for. It starts to chip off and peel up a little bit. And some of them are very, very old. One of them, I think the handle had M. Klein & Sons on it. So that's going to date back a while. I have a habit of disconnecting electrical, as I would highly recommend before you work with anything that could kill you, or even just shock you in the slightest degree. But in the situation that, say, you're up under the dash of a car and you're not thinking like, hey, I better disconnect the battery. If you were to arc across 2 wires, basically say you're near power here and then the shaft, your hand's wobbling trying to get in an awkward position, you ground out. You never know what's going to happen. Is it going to be sparks? Is something going to catch? Is it going to run up a wire? Disconnect the battery, but if you forget, this is good insurance. Also, if it's a situation for whatever reason, the power couldn't be disconnected, these could potentially save. Now, these are rated for 1,000 volts. We've got a combination of slotted and Phillips here. You can see it's made in Germany. Flip it around so we can get a quick look at the specs. We've got a 3.5, 4, 5.5, 6.5 millimeter slotted, and we've got 1, 2, and 3 Phillips. Again, we're going to take a more detailed look at this one real soon, so I will stop there. This is the tool haul minus the piece that I didn't realize that it was back ordered, that I was really sad about not being here until we made that discovery by looking at the packing slip. Packing slip, if you ever do order direct, it's sort of old school. It's got like the tab printed paper, and then it's not divided by like line, but it just has printed spacings. It's green and white. Kind of cool. Sort of reminds me of the Wiha magnetizer we took a look at. But what I'm going to do is quit rambling. This is what we picked up. This was the reason for ordering. This is not a timed thing. It's not like, hey, you can get this until, next Saturday. It's until they're gone. So, a lot of times that means they're going to bring in a new product. Maybe they're just going to go through their production cycle. All I can tell you, for insulated screwdrivers, a 7-piece set to cost $25.99, that's a really good deal. So we picked that up. We got this what I hope to be a pretty good bit holder. We'll test it out too. That Jadora one though, man, that is a great magnet. So this one I know I'm going to love the handle. It's also going to be an extended reach compared to our little stubby. Got that for about 10 bucks. Checking in just shy of $9. We picked up this number 3 Phillips. Again, it's going to be a 6-inch shaft on that one. We got a 10-piece set of Torx 1/4-inch drive bits. We've got an 8-piece socket set here. We'll take a more detailed look at those two in tandem. We got some Terminator bits that we'll try out, see what we think of them. And then, of course, we got the free Wiha bottle opener that matches our $25 set of insulated screwdrivers, and it's supposed to be soft finish. We're going to check that out, see how it compares here shortly. That said, hopefully that wasn't too long. Again, going succinct is not my strong suit, but I do the best I can. This is what we picked up. First time we have ever bought direct from Wiha. Pretty happy with everything here on the initial impression side of it. We're going to come in and take a more detailed look here in just a second, so be on the lookout for those videos. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, make sure you do that. Jump through the fire hoop number 1, ring a bell, jump through fire hoop number 2. Feel free to leave a like and leave a comment. You can find us on Twitter, you can like us on Facebook, circle us on Google+. That applies to probably 1% of you. might relate to that, but for everybody else, we just hope this helps you out, lets you know what's out there, what's available. Again, this is a steal. Now the price at KC Tool Co., it is the exact same, $24.99 if you prefer to do business there. Those are the only two sites I checked. There could very well be other distributors that would match the $24.99. If you want to go direct, shipping is reasonable, and if you can hit that threshold, I want to say it's 99, could be wrong. It's either 50 or 99. One of them gets free shipping, one of them gets a free bottle opener. Either way, that is a steal. That's the whole reason for going ahead and placing this order. And I think I'm going to enjoy having these handy. Won't probably use them often, but when I do, it will be much appreciated. So we'll take a detailed look at all this stuff coming up. Until next time, we'll catch you back for more action from the shop.